Enemy, what's an enemy? We are live. Yeah, we should be live right now. Uh, on yeah, that is a notification. We are live. Yeah. Uh, uh, Hello guys. Hello guys. Uh, I'll be recording for a while now. I mean, I'll be live streaming for a while. I actually, seriously, right now, do not know the best way to actually live stream. I mean, the best way to actually raise money. I think I'm going to actually have. I'm going to have some people right here. Some people invite some people on the show, or invite some people on the stream. But basically, it will mostly be me. Uh, Basically, it will mostly be me actually talking about my work, and yeah, it will mostly be me basically talking about my work, and we will be trying to actually raise money. And I think maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I will be inviting some people on. And the reason is because some people I want to invite on the show, they are, I will need some Twitter Blue subscription to actually send them a direct message on on uh, on Twitter. So I subscribe for Twitter Blue today. I don't really like giving Elon Musk money. I subscribe for Twitter Blue today, but uh, it is yet to be activated. It is yet to be activated, and Nigerians are not YouTube watchers, are not stream watchers. They might watch video, even that they don't really watch videos. Uh, but Nigerians are not stream watchers. For the level of amount of conversation going on in Nigeria, people talk a lot. I actually disagree with a lot of people on basic topics about how to go about fixing Nigeria, what to believe. I disagree with They disagree with me a lot, but honestly, it is fine if you disagree with me. It is fine if you disagree with me. But why are you not doing something? Why are you just talking? Why are you not doing something? Why are you talking? Why are you not doing something? So uh and no one is actually doing anything. We live right now in a completely. I think I'll talk about it. Maybe should I talk about it in this stream, because we will have uh we have a long time. I want to actually stream till 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 hours. I want to talk about my views on a lot. I don't want to actually empty myself today, but I want to talk about my views on quite a lot of things. And it starts on here, it starts on here, and I think I should actually basically talk about sex. People love talking about sex. Maybe I should actually do it today. Not in the way people, not with the way it is spoken about online, but the way uh the way to actually talk about it. Please, guys, the reason why I'm doing this live stream is to for you guys to actually donate. I'm actually maybe I should actually tweet that out. Let me. I'm going to tweet it out right now. I'm going to tweet it out right now. Yeah, I'm going to tweet it out right now. I'm going to. Uh, I'm going to actually do that right now. Nolly, yeah. Join me. Join my live stream. Join my live. Yeah. On Twitter /X. Kindly donate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think I should talk about every single thing. Let me first talk about what happened in the live stream, last live stream. I was on here talking about uh the cases I'm here to invest juju cases, not supernatural, not the Christian ones. The Christian ones, if you hear about them, how far I've gone, you will be surprised. And I swear you will commend my work. You will commend my work if you've actually about how many pastors are those? Uh, three pastors, and I can tell you that I have located the people they used for the supernatural for their miracles. And I mean, these investigations would actually shock Nigeria. It will shock people abroad, and it will shock. There are some informations that we have already, like the houses these pastors actually bought abroad. I mean, the houses they actually bought, that isn't news. The land they actually owned, that isn't news. You could actually say that it can even bring it will actually only bring light eyes on you, and you won't be able to continue your work. The place to get them is the miracles they staged. Financial crimes will not get these pastors. So I could actually tell you, basically, you can just think about it. Close your eyes and think about what I'm thinking right now. What I'm thinking about right now. Yes, it is that pastor, that particular pastor, the one you are thinking about. That one, that particular pastor you are thinking about. He has houses. He has houses abroad. He has land abroad. He has, in fact, the person who he hired to actually look after his house has a criminal record. Uh, and they have a criminal record. And you see, that is how far I've gotten on the property issue. On the property, but it is not enough. Can you release that and people would actually look at you twice? No, people won't. But if you were to release the people they used for miracles, which is very difficult, it will shake a lot. And you actually show them the video of the people they used and before and after. Because that is one person like that we have seen his video and we know the person, but we do not have his cooperation to come forward yet and talk about his experience. So that is the crux in that. The issue with that particular case, that is the issue. That's one we have been trying to reach out to, and we're trying to convince him basically. I've been trying to convince him basically. I think I have to actually mute. Right now, I'm using my phone as my camera, and it is connected because that is why you can actually see that Eleganto symbol on it. So I think I will have to actually mute my phone as camera, and the messages popping up on it. It doesn't really make any difference though, but it is affecting my hairs. Maybe I will see if it changes. So kindly donate. Please donate, guys. If you'd like to join the live stream and you have something important to say, just say it in the comment section. I will bring you up. I'll send you a link in on Twitter and a private link in your DM on Twitter, and I will bring you in into this live stream and we talk. So, uh, so let us get into the work of today. There are about three pastors on my radar that I'm here to complete their work. Three pastors, three pastors, and they are very famous. I mean, they have maybe they are actually the foundation of many churches in this country. The you know, no, not really, not completely, but not completely true, as according to what I've heard. But that is the case I've had, and honestly, imagine actually quitting on that road. Imagine actually getting there, as far as we've gotten, and actually quitting. I was never actually interested in it. I never really wanted to, and I really still don't. But and this donation and this live stream is the only way we can actually do that. I wish I've actually started this earlier on. I mean, been doing this live stream a long time ago, but I haven't. So let us talk about the juju ones I'm here to investigate. The juju ones I'm here to that are actually making claims that I'm here to investigate. So let me come back first. I have to actually speak to someone actually disturbing my kitchen, and I'll come back to you. I am back. Yeah. So I mean, I've had several cases that I've wanted to investigate. Some of them. One, I don't think if I actually do it, I'll be able to actually return to that country anymore. And I love that country. Let me let me show you why I love the country. Video file. I don't know if they are actually here. If the file is actually here, I'm not sure. Downloads. I don't think it is. If it isn't here, if it isn't here, but you see, this is not the clip from the country. This is not from the country, but this is from a different country. This is everything I want in my life. I mean, this is everything. This beach. This is a beach, and I love the beach. This is the beach, and I actually love the beach. Let me give you this sound. Look at that. Look at that. And I actually love the beach. So it is very difficult for me to actually, and once I actually go to that country and actually debunk that particular supernatural claim, I will not be able to actually return to that country. So that is the issue with this one. Let me add. So the first one is this one is from Ghana. This one is from Ghana, and this one is from Ghana. Downloads. Let us watch that again, please. Let us watch it again. I You see, this is immense. This is immense. The man in the fire, his name is Idana Famuru. I've actually done my research to that far, and I know his name. His name is Idana Famuru, and he's the chief blacksmith in Tamale, Ghana. The man in that video is the chief blacksmith in Tamale. I haven't been to Tamale in a long time, but that man, I've been to the last time I was in Tamale was last year. The last night I was in Tamale was last year, and and this man is a a blacksmith, the chief blacksmith in Tamale, and people believe he's so powerful that he's very powerful and supernaturally endowed, and it pulls this thing off. And you see, let us say it is not fire. Let us just say it isn't fire. It isn't real fire. Unless these people can actually feel the heat, they will not be convinced. Unless these people can actually feel the heat, they will not be convinced it is real power. And I'm sure that these people can feel some heat. The people there can feel some of the heat. The people surrounding him can feel some of the heat. So, how was he able to pull this off? How was he able to pull that off? I mean, so this investigation cannot be done undercover. Uh, if it is a trick, which is most probably is, he wouldn't reveal it to you in an undercover investigation. There is no way to actually present that to him. There is no way to present that to him. That tell us what this is, and I want to actually know the secret of your power. No, that wouldn't work. The way to actually do it is to actually reach out to him and tell him to reproduce it. Then you actually look at the surroundings and what it has been done to it. Then you reproduce it on your own. And it requires his cooperation. And the thing is, I don't want the people like this to die. There are many religious leaders that have got, like Babalala, Ifadari, Ositelu, and many religious leaders that died without their work being debunked, and they kind of get away with it. This should be done when they are alive. This man will die soon or some in the near future, and it will become a legend. It will become a legend that they speak about, that you will not be able to debunk anymore. That is what will happen. That is what will happen with him. And unless we actually act and actually go there and actually debunk him and actually meet up with him, try to explain things with him, it will not happen. So I think we should do it, and I plan to do it when I have the money, because going to Tamale, Ghana is quite expensive. I mean, the last time I went there, maybe Nigeria journeys are now even more expensive than things like this, but maybe at the same rate. The last time I went there, I paid 250 Ghana cedis. 250 Ghana cedis for a bus, a VIP bus. 250 Ghana cedis is, I mean, Tamale, when you ride from Accra to Tamale at night, through the night, I mean, you enjoy the journey. I mean, there are no police on the road. There is no one disturbing you on the road. And your boss, your coastal boss has an AC, and if you stay with the finest people in the country, and you just enjoy your ride. I mean, I love that ride. I love that ride from Tamale to Ghana, from to Accra, from Accra to Kumasi, and Kumasi to, you stay a while at Kumasi, and I actually miss that ride. So so this man, I would love to see him again. I would love to actually go again to see him. That's the thing. That's just the truth. I would love to actually go out there to see him and actually talk to him about the supernatural claims. Hmm? I would. So he's sitting inside the fire, and those people around him are convinced that it is supernatural, it is juju. And juju is big in Ghana. That's the thing. Juju is big in Ghana. People you are more likely to criticize a religious leader, a pastor. They would allow that criticism. But when it comes to juju, no, they won't allow it. They won't allow it. And it is very difficult to actually get that on the screen to actually say, you did this person juju doesn't work or whatever. Honestly, even the celebs, the influencers won't allow it, because I've tried, and they didn't allow it. So what do we actually do with this issue? Is we just go there to actually we find the time to actually debunk him. What I want to do with the Nollywood conversation is this. I want to actually use it to launch the challenge again. The power of 2022. I want to use it to launch the challenge again, but I want to actually go offline this time. I want to be on radio. I want to be on every radio. I want to go on Facebook, because Facebook people, the semi-literate people are actually on Facebook. I want to go on Facebook. I want to actually have the internet. I want to go offline. I want to actually have the ears of everyone at every junction in this country. That is what I want. That is what we need to actually, we can't actually continue living in a society where people harvest the organs of newborn babies. We can't. It is not a reasonable society. It is not a reasonable society to actually live in. People are making soaps with baby flavors, with baby saints, and they are using it to rub their body. That is not a reasonable country to live in. That is not a reasonable society to live in. And that is the one we actually live in. That is the one we live in. Honestly, that is the one that is the one we actually live in. People are turning humans, and are turning humans into soap, and they are actually making human flavors. They could actually make a monkey flavor. They could actually make a chameleon flavor. They could actually make a cat flavor, and they also make human flavor of soaps. Human saints smells like human, and it will bring them money. And this is the kind of society we live in. This is the kind of country. It is so insane that we live in this kind of society, and people are not panicking. I mean, people are not panicking that we live in this kind of society, but we do. And we do. So let me show you the second one I have. Let me add video file. Boss level, yeah. Only gonna yeah. Look closely.
Alibi, ya fendu, ya fendu. Samelega hagetu, dumelega hagetu. Soma ilo waraba ini suli ura ko yibala ba. Alibi ya fenju ya fenjuma. Samle ka kɛ hakɛ to dugu mele ka kɛ hakɛ to. Soma ilo waraba ini suli.
Jesus
Alibi
Christ.
ya fenju ya fenjuma.
Can you see that? Can you see that? Just look at his legs. He's using. I can actually feel the heat on the sole of my leg right now. I can actually feel the heat. Look at that, Jesus Christ. This one is also a blacksmith. This one is also a blacksmith, and he's doing his best. You know, this one is also a blacksmith, and he's doing some crazy shit. Ah, 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 ah. I can feel that. Look at how red the metal is, the iron is. Jesus Christ. Look at how red the iron is. And he is just scraping it with the heels of his boots, of his legs. It's crazy, man. Crazy. He's a blacksmith, and people actually he's a blacksmith, and people actually believe that is supernatural. I'm coming. I want to actually do something on my phone. It's a supernatural stunt. People actually believe that this is a supernatural crazy, man. Uh, Yeah, this one should be better.
hali bi yan fɛn jugu yan fɛn ɲuman san minɛ ka kɛ hakɛ to dugu minɛ ka kɛ hakɛ soma yirɔ waraba yi ni suuli wura kɔju balaba kan tɛ fama de kɛ jina ni sigo kan tɛ kelen sele soma kɛ ma kɔju bala bala kɔju hali bi yan fɛn jugu yan fɛn ɲuman san minɛ ka kɛ hakɛ to dugu minɛ ka kɛ hakɛ to soma yirɔ waraba yi ni suuli wura kɔju balaba kan tɛ fama de kɛ jina ni sigo kan tɛ kelen sele soma kɛ ma kɔju bala lajinɛ kɔnɔ kɔju bala kɔju
Uh, uh, I think uh, let me remove it. Sorry, I had to actually change my shirt because I was actually feeling some heat. Uh, let me see. Hmm, okay. Lil Doc indicted. Uh, okay. Yeah. We have about 9 watchers right now. Uh, I honestly I don't. The the main aspect uh of this affair that we actually bring in funds is actually speaking to uh actually invite people on. So that is that the man with the booty, and is a I don't know if something is actually up with blacksmiths, but those men are both blacksmiths. Both of them are blacksmiths, and honestly, I don't. I would like to actually investigate that. So, you know, how they actually, man of steel, how they actually bend steel. There is another one. Mm, 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 mm. There is another one. Email. cutting weight. He's cutting weight. He's cutting weight. And what he did there was actually a point to because he believes that he believes that it is God that actually gives him that power. It is like a trick to the people. But the thing is that I've been in this kind of situation before. I was at a fire festival, and this one happened in Benue. I've spoken to the photographer that actually took this image, took this video, and what the men were actually claiming to be able to do was actually to is this metal bending or men of steel. These are men of steel, and yeah, cutting weight. He's he's cutting weight. So this one I can tell with sincere accuracy that it's just fake because I was once at this fire festival, and let me show you that one. Let me show you that one. Remove from studio. Remove from studio. Remove from studio. Let me show you this one. I was at this fire festival, and people that generally believe that they actually believe that juju was working for them. Honestly, that is the thing. They believe that juju was working for them, and or if I share you my screen, I can't share you so my investigations that are yet to be done, that are yet to be posted are there, and I can actually see them. The work, oh Jesus Christ, the work we have done is tremendous. We have done so much good work. I mean, we've done a lot. So that are yet to be public yet. That is the truth. They are not public yet, but they are yet to be. I wanted to show you guys this video of this fire festival at this issue here. I remember this one. Funny one. Trailer. It should be 80s at the Voodoo Festival.
You know, we fake or real.
Yeah, real
I go try am then you see.
You will fit.
I go try am with this one then you see.
Okay.
Make I try am.
Yeah, the cutlass.
This one, I inherited from my.
You see that cutlass the man is using? That's one. It is fake. I couldn't touch it. The same cutlass the fat guy was actually using, was probably using this one. This and you couldn't touch it. They say they will show you real powers, but you can't actually touch. You can't touch that cutlass. So
This one, I inherited from my grandfather.
Okay.
You know, we lie. I dey tell you the actual facts.
It's a fire festival, a celebration of fire. I don't know how they actually arrived at at worshiping fire, but it cooks their food, warms their clothes, warms them when they are cold, you know. But these people actually worship fire. They are northern Ghanaians, but this is not. It is Accra. This is at Medina. This happened at Medina, and these guys, they're both Dagbani and Gumbes and Dagbani ethnic group. You can actually recognize a Dagbani, like just like you can actually mostly recognize a Yoruba or Hausa person. Uh, 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 you these guys, they believe that fire is actually so powerful and they worship it like their gods, and they just had this fire festival, and I was there. I was invited like straight up. I went there and I was told that I will be shown some real powers. You see, powers. Continue watching.
3 hours later.
Hey, boss, you said you will show me some real power now. Look at it. You said you will show me. No.
3 hours later.
Hey, boss, you said you will show me some real power now. Look at it. You said you will show me some real power.
I'll be show you already.
You haven't show me. You haven't show me now.
Okay,
Next time. What do you mean? Next time. What do you mean they lied to me? They ran away.
So basically, what our guy was saying, was that they had no real powers and they just they had no real powers and they lied to me. And that guy said he was going to show me some demonstration, but he didn't. So and he was that is true. He was just lying, and just like these guys, you can't touch their cutlass either. I can guarantee that they would not allow you to touch their cutlass. They will not allow you to touch their cutlass. They could actually use their hands to tear that cutlass, because I've seen it before. I've seen it done before. They will use their hands to tear that cutlass. They paint it like the right hue, the right composition, and they lie to you that it is juju. They lie to you that it is juju. And so that is there is that. I want to actually start talking about tribalism and the supernatural in the 45 minutes mark, because so I can actually let people know. Because when they ask me about the belief in the supernatural and how it is connected to tribalism, I can actually point it to them that this is the issue. So okay, 44 minutes, right? Yeah. Yeah, 45 minutes. So I feel sleepy. I've been watching a movie called The Day of the Jackal, and if you are watching these, I would recommend that you go watch it. I mean, there was no wrong cast in that movie. The movie is superb, and the art is just unique. You go ahead and actually watch that movie, The Day of the Jackal, and it is interesting. I don't really like watching. Not to be homophobic, I'm not. I don't really like watching people having sex at all in the first place, and people having homosexual sex is actually something else to me. But apart from that, the rest is just superb. Honestly, the rest is just superb. The movie is great, and I'm going to watch the second season. They just released the 10th episode of the first season. I'm going to watch it. So talking supernatural and the belief juju and juju, the belief in the supernatural and tribalism, the 45 minutes mark. It is simple, but I think this is what scholars actually hope for, is to be able to say the most things, express the most ideas in the smallest way possible. I mean, in the easiest way possible. They call it persi. Is it parsimony or so? I've forgotten what they call it. But being able to actually express the most ideas, and I've been trying to actually compose my ideas in the smallest possible ways. We are talking tribalism right now, talking tribalism and the belief in the supernatural. Uh, if you would like to actually donate to my project, you should uh, please use if you're Nigerian and you'd like to donate, that is the account number on the screen. And if you are white, American, or in the West, please you can indicate in my comment section, and I will actually produce to you a PayPal account. I can give you a PayPal account where you can actually transfer money to, or Zelle, acquaintances of mine in the US that could actually receive money from me and actually send it to me. So this believe in the supernatural. That is where we are. Believe in the supernatural. Uh, people, you know, tribalism have always. Honestly, I don't think you can actually define tribalism in a way that it doesn't. I don't think you can be tribal in a way that it doesn't define others are uniquely different. It is impossible to actually be tribal as uniquely different. Maybe it is their interest or their desires or the way they are or their culture or their skin color. It is impossible to actually define to be tribal without actually defining others as being uniquely different. Some people, sometimes you can say it is mutable or immutable. Mutable is actually characteristics that can change. You can be tribal, you can be white and actually say you are tribal and actually be tribal towards a brown person because you think their culture is inferior. And if you not, I wouldn't say all cultures are the same, but I think all cultures are problematic. But I wouldn't say all cultures are the same. Uh, but you could actually say their culture is actually lesser. And if they were to actually inherit their culture, they would actually be your own culture. They would actually be as human as you are. But that is also tribal. That is what tribalism actually means. To actually see others as being uniquely different, immutably different, or mutably different. It can even be mutable. You can actually say they are this and that. If they change this, and if they change this and use that to act towards them, deny them opportunities, that is actually tribalism. And a tribe, let me define it for you. A tribe is a group of people, a single group united by common ideology. That's just basically what it is. By a common abstraction. A football club is a tribe, Chelsea tribe. You could actually say, I want to actually give money to only Chelsea fans today, Chelsea followers, or Man United followers. And those are the only people I will give money to, which actually makes you tribal. You are not actually evaluating people based on their individual characteristics. That is what tribalism actually means. And it makes you tribal. Do you understand? I hope you understand what tribal means. The police departments are very tribal. People that are police officers, when you go to a police station, you will see that they will gang up against you because they are men in black or blue. In Nigeria, they are black. In America, they are blue. So that is what the tribe means. A group of people united by a singular abstraction. The same abstraction. So uh let me use the example of tribalism for the mutable. Let me use the police officers for a mutable tribalism. Once you become a police officer, you can become part of that tribe. You can become part of the police tribe. and they look at you kindly because they think you are one of them. That is mutable. Some people actually would say their culture is inferior, and if they use our culture, as if they were to use our own culture, inherit our own culture, do things our own way, their lives will be better, and we use that to actually express things to them. We use that to relate with them. That is tribalism, mutable. It can change. They can change. Some characters are immutable. Some beliefs are immutable, which is where mostly the belief in the supernatural actually comes in. And honestly, I will tell you, I'll talk about the relationship between the immutable ones and how they are still connected with supernatural. But let me do this immutable ones too first. The immutable ones are divided into three aspects according to me. This is just my work. I'm actually talking to you. I didn't read this somewhere. I'm actually talking to you about my own thinking, the book I'm writing, and the book my own. Let me just remove this from my own experience. Uh, okay, let me remove this. So this kind of tribalism is uh they use the origin story. It can be moral origin story and the Christian ones. That the origin stories are will come from Chuku or your Chi or whatever. Uh, the origin story. It is the one that actually played out in Lagos during the governorship election last year, when these people, traditional worshippers, actually said that Igbo people were not supposed to actually go out during the election. That is because they see Igbo people. Of course, they could have accepted them, but it isn't. They were accepted, but they were denigrated nonetheless. They were done. They were denigrated nonetheless. So that is tribalism, the immutable character, the origin story. The second one is the morals. They just think some people are dirty, like the one that actually plays that with the North, mostly the North, and the North also actually believes this, right? Uh, uh, the immutable characteristics. Let me talk about the immutable characteristics of the North. The immutable beliefs of the North. The North actually believes that they are born to rule. Many people in the North, that is an ongoing belief in the North, that they are born to rule. They are born to actually govern Nigeria. Fulani people, they believe that. Many Northerners actually believe that. It is not a widespread. It is not completely 100%, but they do believe that. So they believe that, and also why they call them Kefi, Kafir. Why they call people in the South Kefi? They believe that Islam is the best religion in the world, and unless you are worshiping Islam or worshiping Muhammad and you are worshiping Allah, you are inferior. You are you are inferior. So that is the Christian one. The 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 Christian one also has to do with the origin story, the Adam and Eve, that they actually believe that where people actually came from, Adam and Eve, but they think black people all have a similar origin. But the thing is that in the northern Nigeria, they believe it is Baba Yaga that actually came from Mecca, and it is connected to Islam too, that actually gave birth to the Northerners. That's another problem. This is based on supernatural claims, the supernatural claims. Another one is the morals, their morality. They believe Southerners actually believe that, and it goes both ways. This goes both ways. Southerners believe that the northern Muslims are actually sleeping with their kids, sleeping with their 19-year-old, sleeping with 13-year-old, sleeping with babies, and they are actually immoral, and they are not like us, and we should actually have nothing to do with these people. They kill people because of what they believe. They kill people because of what they believe. They kill people because of what they say. And they think we shouldn't. And where do the morals of the North come from? The morals of the South also comes from God. the morals of the North comes from God. That is where they use it. Of course, they deviate, they sin, right? But their morals actually come from. They believe their morals actually come from God. The third one is superhuman beliefs. This is the one Hitler actually believed in. He believed that not in the creator. He believed. I think Hitler believed in the creator. Yeah, I saw a documentary where he survived several assassination attempts, and he actually believed that he believed that it was some creator that actually saved him. He had to chalk it up to something. But superhuman beliefs are also supernatural beliefs. They claim that I've seen it goes everywhere in Nigeria. The North believes they are born to rule. The Southerners actually, the Yoruba people actually believe that they achieve more. They actually achieve more than the Igbo people, and the Igbo people actually believe that they are biologically and structurally industrious, and they would actually achieve more than other people, and so they know how to make money, and they wouldn't suffer. There is no way in a bad economy that an Igbo man will suffer, because naturally it is in their nature. So actually, it is in the nature of Igbo people to actually survive in that place. Is actually and in a way that it is not in other people's nature. That is what they mean. So you can actually see that these beliefs are actually laced along the belief in the supernatural, the morals, the origin story, where they believe they came from, how they see other people, juju, the arm's length of they extended for Igbo people and in the north, in Igbo people in the southwest, that they are different, and I'm very sure the same would have gone for Igbo people, Yoruba people in the south, because when I was investigating this Chimarin temple, he profiled me because I was Yoruba, and he actually charged me more because he said the ritual would actually cost more for me. So, I mean, it's just simple. I think people should have seen this by now, that we need to actually debunk supernatural claims, all of it, to actually we can't totally get rid of human strife. We can't get rid of tribalism 100%. But we could make it possible that it is relevant to policy makings in Nigeria. That is what we can actually do. We can actually get there. That the people that we elect actually profess the understanding of human nature, that these things, that we humans have a universal human nature, where we do not, our morals can actually be deduced, can actually be determined by what we think, our own conclusions. We can do that, but for every single person elected into positions in Nigeria, we can get there. That's what we can do. We can't stop everyone from worshiping Islam. We cannot worshiping the Abrahamic God. We can't actually stop them from worshiping Allah. We can't do that. But we can debunk it, and we need, because I think the absence of religion doesn't just mean that Nigeria would actually have a national identity. No, it doesn't. We need to actually create a national identity based on a different philosophy that can unite Nigeria. This is how you get rid of tribalism. It is not easy. Look at me. Just imagine this issue. It is the most important topic in Nigeria. The most important topic that should be on the mouth of everyone. How to actually get rid of this great filter. Because this tribalism issue is the great filter of Sub-Saharan Africa and many Middle Eastern countries. When you look at the countries that are prospering today, they either had an homogeneous culture, homogeneous ethnic group. Like French was, it is changing, and France is becoming unstable. France is becoming unstable. because of the cultural upheaval in country. So they are deporting Muslims now. Instead of everyone to actually come together and actually say, uh, let us find out if Allah is real. Let us find out if it is okay to be sexually open the way we are sexually open. France is sexually open, sexually open to the point of it is to the point of depravity. Just check the age of consent in France to actually know whether it is depraved or not. That people call it that the French are actually more evolved when it comes to sex. I think they were at some point, but it got out of hand. As everything without a framework would actually get out of hand. It will. And so the problems, the problems actually, like, let me say this. Let me talk about this issue. I've forgotten his name. Richard Dawkins, Samaris, and Matt Delaunty were actually asked if it is okay that a sterile, like, you can't give birth. There is no way for you to actually give birth. But can you actually sleep with your sister? Just imagine that question. And Samari is actually knew in his guts that this is, I can't actually say yes to this thing. It is so bad. It's so bad for me to actually sanction incest. This thing, and his response was this. It was that it wouldn't make sense for us to live in a society where we have it in our mind that some brother and sister could be having sex in that room, and we would flourish. We wouldn't want to live in that kind of society, so we shouldn't actually accept incestual relationships in our society. And I think this is the same argument that conservatives actually make for homosexuality, that we don't want to live in a society where two men are actually are actually having sex in a room. You see, when he ran out of ideas, and he knows in the pit of his stomach that this is wrong. For brothers and sisters should be having sex in a room, and he just couldn't actually ground it. Instead of actually developing a framework to actually unite the country, the French and the Arabs are actually having a problem. The same way we have in Britain, and this is the same way they are having and we have in Britain. It will get out of hand at some point because they think that they could actually make multiculturalism work, and they always believe they've made multiculturalism work because people of different skin live in the country. The same way America actually believe that they make multiculturalism work. America is just basically right now developing the essence of multiculturalism. No, they think they make a multiracial society work, but the dominant population in America were white people, and then I think black people or Mexicans or whatever. But now it is changing. Now they are complaining. Wow, we are becoming a minority. Our culture is, and that was because it is culturally white culture was actually dominant in America, and financially and population wise. That is changing now. They don't want multiculturalism, and they've always boasted about it. That seems odd. That's because America was never multicultural. It is just becoming multicultural. Because America was multicultural in a way that China was also multicultural. China has about 93% population of Han Chinese only, and the Han Chinese are actually repressing other groups. So most societies we saw are actually homogeneous societies where the cultures are actually homogeneous, but not anymore. They are changing. And Africa and post-colonial nations, most likely, they were made, and that is why they mostly never developed. They were made to actually, they were forced into this union. They were forced into this union that makes it look like multiculturalism, it is just one country. No, it wasn't just one country. It isn't just one country. We've been Wow, I just picked 15 viewers. We've been stuck at 12 for the whole time. We've been having these issues, and because of tribalism, people who disagree on the nature of reality who do not share the same views on the nature of reality do not actually get along. And basically that is what it is. And like, let me say, for Britain, the demography is changing, and they are wondering why the Muslims are not loyal to the country when Britain is helping Israel kill Muslim and Arab populations. I mean, can 17 watches at once? 19. What is happening? What is happening? Okay, 19. Give me 20. Give me 20. Guy, just retweet this live stream, please. Retweet the live stream, please. Retweet the live stream. And please donate. Donate, please. I'm doing this to actually raise money for a conversation. Please donate. So, Britain actually believes they will make multiculturalism work because they because their ideas are actually liberal. But no, they won't. They are killing Arab populations. In Imagine someone is actually killing your dad at home. Imagine your dad, you're Nigerian, and Britain is supplying bombs to those bombarding Kwara. They are bombarding Oyo. They are bombarding Ibadan, turning the place to rubble. Will you like Britain, for Christ's sake? And these are the basic understanding of human nature that we have to actually arrive at in Nigeria, because we have to admit that I am not standing in a unique place. You are not standing in a unique place. If I want my interest to be looked after, I need to look after your interest. And we have to come together to make our lives work, our lives possible. So that is what we need to do. A philosophy that actually encapsulates every single ideology that we need, that we believe in. And I will play for you a conversation with about two people actually. About two people are the people that I know that basically understand what I'm trying to do, like from in total, like they understand it. And it's just two people. There are two people. That is Professor Sheldon Solomon and myself. I've spoken to Professor Sheldon Solomon, and it is 10 o'clock. Our viewers just picked at yeah. So let me show you my conversation with Professor Suleiman. I hope I still have some of them. I still do. Uh, and his work basically go back to the fear of death and the 19 viewers again. His work basically go back to the fear of death and how it actually uh its effects on. Okay, let me just. Video file.
That is that's an unfortunate way to look at things. And so if I don't keel over, I'd like to write something in the next couple of years based on talks that I now do called Why Left and Right Are Both Beside the
The
Point.
point, yeah.
Because in a lot of cultures these days, my own in the United States, it's like a football match. It's like you got the conservatives on one team, the liberals on the other, and it's like, well, who's better? And it's almost like, if the conservatives are winning, that means that the liberals are worthless and have nothing to offer. But here's the problem with that. Political orientation is in large measure genetically determined. What I mean by that, I'm not saying there's a gene for being liberal or conservative, but the heritability quotient of political orientation is very high. It's like zero point 0.4 or zero point 0.5. English translation, if you're a conservative person and you were born with an identical twin who you never knew and was separated at birth and raised in a completely different culture, if you're conservative, chances are good that your twin is going to be conservative. Same thing for liberal. And if you think about it for a moment, what that suggests is that both traits have some adaptive value. And there's a scholar who I respect very much, an Israeli psychologist, Gilad Hirschberger, and his colleagues, and they have written about and done research demonstrating that in an ideal culture, that there would be a symbiotic relationship, a stable equilibrium
Yeah.
of both conservative as well as liberal individuals. And what Gilad and his colleagues have shown is that that folks who are conservative, they tend to be aware of and more accurate in detecting external threats. Whereas people who are liberal, they tend to be better at recognizing and negotiating the resolutions of internal conflicts. And so the general point is that any society that's too conservative is doomed, because then you tend to be racists and xenophobic serial killers who want to destroy anybody who's even remotely different. And if we were all conservative, we'd all be sitting on the floor of a cave. Nothing would ever change because they resist change. On the other hand, if we were all liberal, we'd all be dead. We'd be insensitive to genuine external
External
threats.
creature.
That's correct. And we'd be so receptive to change that we wouldn't adequately value aspects of our culture that ought to be retained. And so my current view of things is that, yeah, we need to even here become more aware of the virtues of conservative as well as liberal political philosophy. Actually, to put it another way, I find both liberal and conservative political philosophy to be intellectually and morally bankrupt because they each are based on misunderstandings about human nature. I think we are at our best, like I said, not to be repetitive, when we have a nice combination of folks who vary along the continuum.
Uh, so, uh, so that is basically my conversation, part of my conversation. My conversation for with Professor Sheldon Solomon actually uh, uh, lasted for a couple of hours, about 15 hours or so. Sorry, 1 hour, 30 minutes or so. But this particular conversation, we've spoken several times, we've exchanged several emails, and I've actually spoken with him about about my work, and he actually loves my work. He loves my work, and he said it is the way to go. And uh that's basically it. I think I was able to actually explain the we get rid of tribalism are based on both immutable and mutable assumptions about human natures that we just think makes us uniquely different from other people. So, to the types of tribalism are these, the that actually exist in Nigeria. The one with the origin story, where we came from, we think we are created differently in a way that Igbo people are actually created, or Igbo people are created, Yoruba people are created in a way that actually they are not, that they're actually not created. Some people think we are moral. Some people think they are morally upright than others. Also, some people actually think they worship a different god, and they think that uh, some superhuman characteristics about them actually exist, and they're actually superior to other people. Superhuman characteristics, and this is just I would say, in my own experience about this, I've never actually gotten sufficient evidence that any ethnic group or any race in this world is actually more superior than anyone. Or of course, there are some physical differences, how bulky they can get, but not intellectually, honestly. I used to think that white people were actually incredibly smarter than Africans. I used to think that when I was younger, until I spoke to them, until I actually spoke to even the smartest around them, and I actually saw that they can also be victims of propaganda. They can actually be brainwashed like anyone is brainwashed. And let me say this: so people actually tell me that I've heard it everywhere. I also thought about it once, that black people are actually more predisposed to believe in the supernatural than white people. It seems reasonable on the surface, but it is not true. This is not true at all. People really think if a white person is completely genuinely convinced that killing their firstborn child, we actually earn them money, we actually make them as rich as Bill Gates, that a white person wouldn't do it. Oh shit! I mean, they are killing babies uh in chloroquine for now. I'm not saying that. And I want to actually say this because if you are white and you're watching this, you think I actually think you are evil or something. No, they are killing. Someone killed a child in Abeokuta just recently, a 48 month old child, for human ritual. This is Abeokuta, my people, in Ogun State, Ogun State, and in Palestine there are white people killing Palestinian babies, and they're just shooting them for absolutely nothing, committing a genocide. So I don't think anyone in this world is actually uniquely different from anyone. I think cultures are different, and I think cultures are. There are aspects of people say white culture is the best, but I can tell you this, that there are several aspects of the cultures that I can't actually live with. You know, there are Hollywood stars in America actually using their kids, using foreskin on their kids, using foreskins, human foreskins for cosmetics, and this is not eating. This is not it eating. Maybe I should actually share you guys the screen. I can actually go up ahead and actually share human foreskins for cosmetics. Let me just share you the screen. Okay, let me foreskin for cosmetics. I will share you the is that exactly. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Uh, okay.
Helena Bonham Carter. Kaling.
It's a great cast, and you were all together. It's not like you shot separately. You were all
Well,
together.
days we shot
yeah,
separately,
but
but pretty
mostly-
much we were together. That's the best part about this whole thing, is that we just got to love on each other and get to know all these different personalities. And guess what? Women get along.
Yeah, women get along. So it's really it's a caper. It's a caper. It's a caper. Explain what happens in this.
Well, it's a keeper. I'm in jail. I'm the sister of George Clooney's Carrie. Don't know who she is. George's character, Danny Ocean. So I'm Debbie Ocean, and I'm getting out of prison. And I've had 5.5 years to come up with this plan of stealing these specific jewels at the Met Ball, which just happened, which is hosted by Vogue. So I pull the ladies together, and we go and do it.
Yep, it's really good. It's really good.
I can't believe you saw it. I'm still shocked at
Really?
stuff.
Thank you. It's a part that I turned down, and I thought, I wonder how this turns out. So Sarah Paulson, who is one of my favorite people on the planet.
I love Paulson.
Yes.
What about the faces?
Oh, what about the face? Like trying to actually, this is what I feel like on the red carpet.
But when she does it, she pushes her body up.
Yeah. There are so many times. Did you know she could scare that easy?
Please don't. I will literally soil myself.
Oh, had I known that, we may have done it. But did you know that she scared that easily?
I didn't know she's scared, but I know that she's delicate.
Yes. She is delicate. She is.
Yes,
and she has a great scream, too, because when we scare her. I mean, that was the one got her the other day. I got her.
Did you do it to her twice in one show?
And that day I did it 3 times. That was the. I first scared her in the dressing room, so she would be like, "That's it." And then I scared her. Okay.
In which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these. Some of you, I think many of you know it. And it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen, and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes.
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra?
Sarah?
Carrie? What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is, and boost it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes.
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra?
Sarah?
Carrie? What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby. It's like.
You see that you just let me replay that.
Far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby. It's like that's what it is.
Okay.
Who comes up with this?
I don't think that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby. It's like it's.
So let me remove that. So foreskin from a Korean baby. You know, they make it sound so enlightened, so civilized. And if you did this at the wet market in Ibode, you know, the Juju market at Ibode, they say this is black magic, you know. And I'm telling you that it is not. Black people are not predisposed to actually believing the supernatural differently. Chinese people are very superstitious, you know, very superstitious, and I've met a lot of them. They smell like chimneys, right? But they are very superstitious. I mean, very superstitious. So, there is that about you know, like tribalism and yeah. So Oh, there we go about that. Uh, about tribalism, and I hope that people would actually understand this, and they would actually see it. If you'd like to actually donate to my project, please, that is a Nigerian account number. If you'd like to actually donate as a white person, sorry, as from America or UK or whatever, or wherever you are, I can actually post a PayPal account. Uh, let me just find it. Let me just find it. Mm, let me just find it. Uh, 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 let me see. Uh, let me see. Let me see. This is the yeah, post comments. Let me see. Let me see if I can pin that. Let me see if I can pin that. Yeah. Can I pin it? Can I pin that comment? Uh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it should be an email should be in the comment section. An email should be in the comment section. Yeah. An email should be in the comment section. So, that is my own submission about the belief in the supernatural and the beliefs in the supernatural and this uh, uh, who is this? Okay. I haven't gotten my Twitter blue yet, which is under review, and I need it to actually reach out to people and honestly, and actually invite them on the show. Maybe we'll go for 2 hours today, and we see what can happen tomorrow, and we see what can actually happen tomorrow. Then we, you know. So let me. What should I talk about? What should I talk about in this one? I think I should talk about sex. Talking talking about talking about my views. Talking about my views, my attitude, okay, towards sex. I'm not going to answer any question on Twitter. I will only answer this on my live stream. I will only answer this on my live stream. Someone is watching me for some pleasures. I don't understand. Yeah. So people have seen me as some uppity guy. This kind of guy that is very strict. He's always very strict. He's always he's a moralist. He doesn't want to have any fun. He doesn't know how to have any fun. And I think one day we will actually set aside a serious live stream for this, a good live stream, like a real live stream for this. But today I'll just tell you my views. I love sex. It is not especially, only when It is a vehicle for love. And I understand that lust is true. Honestly, I understand the sincerity behind being able to express your desires. That a woman you barely know, you see her twerking on the wall, and you just want to smack her ass. I mean, I understand. I understand. You might. I don't know. Jesus, what have I done? Okay. All right. That clip might stick with me for the rest of my life. I could actually be running for presidential office tomorrow, and they will just keep up replaying that video. And whatever. Honestly, you have to understand. All right. I actually okay. I should better actually say this right. I appreciate sex. I love sex when it is a vehicle for love. I mean, and maybe should I tell you the biological reasons and the evolutionary reasons behind this? But maybe I should. But we live right now in a very sexually charged society, and I'm telling you, people talking about sex. They wrote about sex because someone wrote about sex, but no, all the books they wrote about sex before the advent of the internet wasn't general. A lot of it, most of it, were not actually meant to actually bastardize or actually tell you that sex was useless, that sex wasn't dangerous, that sex was nothing. But the way this society have actually made it is that sex is nothing. But sex is not nothing. Just recently, right now, a girl is going viral for actually being run through by about 100 men in one day. And she was just crying. She was just tearing up because she just doesn't see the value in it. Her body was run through, and they just saw it as something physical. And her body is everything. Her body, like the Bible says, your body is the temple of Christ, right? It's something. I don't believe in the Bible. I'm not religious, but they were trying to pass a message that your body is unique. That is what they were trying to pass across. That your body is unique, that your body is meant for something interesting, something more than it is. Because here's the truth: humans can't actually stand their own body. I mean, there are some times where we can actually carve ourselves into something unique. Like you could go to the gym, you will carve yourself into something unique. You can carve yourself into a masterpiece. Some people, by luck, some people can actually carve themselves into a masterpiece. Into a masterpiece. It is possible. It is possible to do that. It is possible. But you see, we don't like, especially except from our eyes, every other fluid that comes out of our body, we do not like it. Humans don't like the fact that, human shit is not the worst fluid and the worst particle to actually exist, the worst component to actually exist. But you see, it is the one we ate the most. It is the one we ate the most. I mean, maybe except for Indians. I don't understand their own. Okay, the Indians actually can actually throw shit at each other because they have actually endowed with it more cultural meaning. In their festivals, they've endowed it with more cultural meaning, and that is the only way we can actually stand. Humans can actually stand many of the things that actually raise up anxiety in us. Human figure, in the most instances, are not something that people would want to see, people would like to see, would not be the first thing they would want to see. There is a difference between being nude and naked. A nude scene on TV can actually convey message. They use it to convey message. That's why they call it nude scenes. A naked body is the body you see on the street that actually has no meaning. The person is just trying to, that mad guy is just trying to actually live his life and actually find something to eat. And that is the difference between nude and naked. the difference between being nude and naked, because nude bodies can actually, like, when you watch when you they actually use it to convey more meaning, and that is the only way that uh that sex actually reduces anxiety, actually serves us. And that is my own approach towards it, culturally and systematically. And I mean, I think I have some own rules, my own rules I actually follow when I actually engage with people of other sex. First thing is this: never have sex with someone you can't marry. The risk is high, diseases. What if you have a child? And that is the way you actually maximize pleasure and you maximize the outcome of the whatever sexual impact you have. The risk is high. You actually evaluate them more before you actually have sex with them. Never have sex when you can't actually shoulder the responsibility of what comes after it. You find yourself absolutely impossible to actually shoulder the responsibility of what comes after it. So it means you can't actually have sex as a teenager. You shouldn't have sex as a teenager. You shouldn't. I know, I'm not saying that the purity of these convictions are pure. I'm not saying I would have a child tomorrow and actually say I'll lock you up and actually start eating you because you had sex as a child. But that is my own advice to you, that you shouldn't. And I didn't have sex at least till I was mainly an adult. Honestly, and I would say it was actually good for me. This was, I mean, for my own experience. So when sex is fun, a lot of fun. You have a lot of it, and you actually see that it's not that all that is meant to be, all that is cracked up to be, and how fucked up, how you can twist your life into a different dimension if it goes wrong. Look, the sun, the moon and sun will rise. It is certain. A child will also be born every 9 months. It is just a woman's belly will grow. It will look, you can't hide it. Let that. Look, imagine I've seen some movies about a girl telling a guy that she's pregnant, and they are expressionless. Is either you are super happy or the blood will drain out of your face, and you will be sad that what have I done? What just happened? This is my dreams. These are my dreams actually flowing away from me. And it is expensive to actually raise a child. And you see, so I don't think you should actually, I won't advise that you have sex with someone you can't marry and when you can't actually afford it. Just be sure about that. So, that is just my approach towards it. If someone is telling you that sex means nothing, it is a lie. Humans don't like the fact that they are humans. Humans can't actually stand the fact that they are animals. Sorry. They are animals. Everything that reminds humans that they are animals, they try to get rid of it. Every single thing. When they stink, they stink, they add deodorant to actually cover up the odor of sweat. The odor of sweat. And there is this tribe. I've forgotten this tribe in Africa that they just believe that they don't shit. They don't defecate. They believe they don't defecate. When they defecate, they use anal beads, and they just lie to themselves. They all know that they defecate, but they just, and that is how extreme people can take it. How extreme people can take it, and the people that have actually religiously approached, like Indians, they've actually endowed their poop wars with culture to make it seem meaningful, to make it seem like culture is the illusion of permanence. That culture is to give value and meaning to things. It's meant to give value and meaning to things. And that is what the religious leaders that actually created marriage, that is what they were trying to pass across. That to actually reduce our anxiety. And the thing is that several studies have been conducted, and by Shannon Solomon and several people around the world, the man that I just spoke about, that I just brought, just replayed this video, that sex and that when you remind people of death, that because what we share with other humans, other animals is death, what and the despair and the distress associated with the awareness of our own mortality. Humans are the only animals that knows that they will die, that life is finite. All animals don't know that they will die, what death means, the extinction of all possibility, the end of your biological life. Humans are the only animals that understand that. And the despair, the distress associated with the awareness of death, it is magnified by the coincidental recognition that not only will we die, but we can die at any moment for reasons we can't anticipate or control. And every single thing that have linked us with other animals, like taking a shit, dying, we have imbued it with culture and ideas that we can actually, that life can be, that our own lives can be everlasting. Every culture, as far as we know, actually give us a sense that we came from somewhere. Every culture gives us a blueprint of how we are supposed to behave while we are on earth, and we are supposed to actually meet some cultural roles to give us a sense that our life actually has meaning and we have value. That is the purpose of culture. And when you remind humans of death, they find the physical aspect of sex, they find it more disgusting. Like oral sex, for example, they find it more disgusting when they think about death. When you remind them of death, the fluid you exchange, the sweat, the saliva, every single thing. When you remind them of death, they find sex disgusting. And these are studies that have been conducted, factual studies that have been conducted. And when you remind people about the physical aspect of death, the thought of sex, you remind people of the physical aspect of sex, the thought of death come towards their mind. That is because sex has been built with so much meaning to actually repress our animal nature. And when you get rid of this, when you actually get rid of it, that sex has no meaning, that we are just animals and we can just actually have sex with anyone for any reason, for whatever. It increases our anxiety towards life. So that is my own approach towards it. That is my own approach towards sex. That is my approach towards sex. And this, my approach towards sex, is backed. It is not just something I just thought about. It is backed down by basic evidence of reality. And I think these are the ideas that we can actually incorporate into how we are supposed to behave in Nigeria, and how we're supposed to behave when we our lives, and how to actually unify. I don't think anyone would actually have anyone in the, of course, was Papi can be telling you not to have sex, it is bad, it is bad, it is bad. He's having sex, right? He's having sex. So we can actually come together as a society, and I think this the don't have sex unless it is someone you can actually marry. Don't have sex unless I don't mean we make this the law. I don't think we should make this the law. I don't believe we should make this the law, because I don't think humans, the role of what we should the roles of morality should be left to the law. But of course it is interwoven, right? But we can, these are lines of inquiry that we can actually adopt as a society, that can actually make our society better. Lines of thinking that we can actually adopt that can make our society better. So, and I don't think that was popping. Wow, we just reached 20 live viewers. Peak. I don't think was popping would actually have a problem with this. I don't think even the North would actually have a problem with this. And I'm telling you that we can actually, outside of the belief in the supernatural, we can actually have a framework of ideas that we can actually live by that are reasonable and we can actually live by. No supernatural belief required. No supernatural belief required. Hmm? Hmm. No supernatural belief required. You haven't created. Okay. So, this is my own attitude towards sex. This is my own attitude towards sex, and I hope you guys have a nice sexual life. I hope you have a nice sexual life. Like something you enjoy, and that is something also I think we as a society should actually be cautious of. The approach 21 views, the approach we have towards sex, we can't actually make it. Like the many of my critic actually have a point. Sex is fun, sex is lovely. We should not bastardize it as something that makes you less than what you are. Come on, come on, come on. Nothing in this life can actually make you feel better than being naked beside a woman you care about that you love. She's naked too, and you have nothing to be ashamed of, and you don't feel any kind of shame. You don't feel any kind of anything to hide. Absolutely, it is the best feeling in the world. It is the best feeling in the world. It is the best feeling in the world. The best. I swear, it is the best. This is the truth. It is the best. The best feeling in the world. To actually be naked with a woman and you have nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, you wake up beside her, you sleep under the same sheets, and you had sex, you cuddled, and come on, nothing compares to it. Nothing compares to it. So that is why I don't really like. I don't. It's not why I don't really like. I don't actually appreciate the Christian and the Muslim approach towards sex. That people should be ashamed of it, or people should be scared of it. No. It is a natural human, and also it shouldn't be talked about like it is nothing. That's the truth. But also it shouldn't be made to feel like you are less because of it. Don't feel that way. Don't let anyone make you feel that way. That and you should have sex with people you love and people you appreciate, and that's just my own approach towards it. This is just my own approach towards that is a nice wallpaper. This is just my own approach towards sex itself, and you should 20 views. Thank you guys for joining my live view. Honestly, my honestly, please donate, please donate to my work, donate to my work, please. I think I will do this more often. I think I will do this more often. I think I'll do this more often, this live stream more often, because so much is being discussed in the world. So much is being discussed. Wow, this seems stuck. Mm, mm,
That that's an unfortunate way to look at things. And so if I don't keel over, I'd like to write something in the next couple of years based on talks that I now do called Why Left and Right are both beside the point, because in a lot of cultures these days, my own in the United it's
Let me see if I can actually give you one more. I love this man. His voice is raspy. Honestly, very rarely do I go to bed at night without actually listening to him. Does that sound gay? Does that sound gay? That very rarely do I actually go to bed without actually. Who is that? Who is this?
America is supposedly the land of the free and the home of the
Multiculturalism.
brave, the Statue of Liberty. They're like, give me you're tired
You're poor.
and you're poor. In principle, the American dream is such that anybody who's willing to work hard enough has the possibility of being immensely successful. And so, in some ways, and I am in some ways a good example of America as a truly multicultural society, in that my grandparents came here as peasants from Eastern Europe, Russia, and Austria. My father worked 2 full-time jobs when I was a child. And when I asked him, Daddy, why are you doing that? Why? I never see you. You're always working. He said, I'm doing that so you won't have to work 2 full-time jobs. Well, I grew up working in restaurants. I worked full-time for the most part when I was in university. And yet my life has been amazing. My biggest problem every day is not, am I going to eat, but it's, what do I feel like eating? And my children have benefited. We're not wealthy people, but we certainly have the benefits of knowing that we are fairly economically well-to-do. Right. So that's like the good news. It's like a fairy tale. On the other hand, America has always, at the same time, been a white Christian nationalist, proto-fascist, not multicultural society, starting with the annihilation of the indigenous natives, the hundreds of years of unconscionable enslavement of people in color, the fact that the Reconstruction after the Civil War was used by Hitler as his basis for eugenics and his Holocaust-like inclinations. In other words, we have, at the same time that we purport to be a multicultural society, are now becoming more and more a blatantly racist and unfortunately economic and religiously and politically and stratified culture. On the brink, frankly, of a complete breakdown. This is a story for another time. There's a guy named Peter Turchin, I believe that's his name, who wrote a book called End Times. And he's basically a mathematical biologist who looks at income inequality and predicts with relatively good accuracy when societies are about to collapse, when income inequality gets to a certain point. And I think that's what's happening right now in America. So we're a kind of complicated interaction of multicultural and economic factors, contributing to the breakdown of any pretense of a truly multicultural society. I don't want to sound too pessimistic, but we're not even making any pretense right now. We're
Exactly.
reducing multicultural aspects of American culture and reducing them to ultimately being white and being Christian. Pretense of a truly multicultural society. I don't want to sound too pessimistic, but
Yeah.
we're not even making any pretense right now. We're
Exactly.
reducing multicultural aspects of American culture and reducing them to ultimately being white and being Christian.
Yeah. The multicultural aspect of America is being
Multicultural
reduced to
society. I don't want to sound too
being white.
pessimistic, but
Yeah.
we're
Christian.
not even making any pretense right now. We're
Exactly.
reducing multicultural aspects of American culture and reducing them to ultimately being white and being Christian.
Mm. Remove from stage. All right. So this is about 2 hour live stream. I've never really done a 2 hour live stream before, but I actually enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. We're having about 224 live viewers right now. About people, Nigerians are not live stream watchers, but I think the most I've ever seen on my live stream was about 56 on. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. 56 people were watching my live stream on Twitter, but now 22. I'm trying to raise some money and I'm stuck right now, which means if I would have seen some donations if people actually if people were donating. So I have to actually try my best to actually bring people in, to actually bring in more crowd that can actually help me crowdfund. It is simple. And how do I do that? My Twitter Blue has not been activated yet. There are people I want to bring in. Yeah, wow, this is crazy. Look at this guy. Let me show you what I'm looking at on my screen. Share screen. This nigga. Behavior of Nigerians is the reason why we're not like the US. Uh, it's the girl that actually go around through by 100 people, 100 guys. So I miss shawarma. I miss shawarma. I miss shawarma. And Clarissa Ward, the actor of CNN actress. That is when they need anyone to act, they just bring her in. She has no credibility. They just use her as a publicity stunt. Look at the girl as beautiful as this. Look at her eyes, and she's just a liar and a fraud. Shame. Guys, wow, I have about 24 live viewers right now. Wow, right here on Twitter. Please, my last uh outreach to you guys. Please kindly donate. Connection is really good. Please kindly donate, please. That is my KUDA account or my name. Please donate, please. I well, maybe I should play you one more video before I actually go. Uh, from my 25 live viewers on Twitter. Thank you, guys. Please donate, guys. Please donate. I'm trying to raise 800,000 naira for a conversation with Nollywood actors. I don't. How do I add remove? Okay, you can't actually display a video, a picture. That's the thing. I wanted to actually add some pictures to this. I wanted to add some pictures, but so let me get you one video before I go. Maybe the jackal. I don't think you'll be able to. Yeah, they know what they are doing. Oh, it is a good thing you guys can actually see this. It's a good thing. Guys can actually see my. Yeah, actually see my. Because I'm actually going through some work that are not public yet. So I love you guys. Honestly, please donate. If anyone has a question, please say it. Drop it there. I will answer. If you have any question for me, please drop it there. I will answer now. How about that? If you have any question, drop it in the comment section and I will answer. I don't know. Are we? I don't know even if anyone has commented on the video, I wouldn't know. That's the thing. And people are praising this Argentine guy, but the truth is that uh oh fuck. Okay, I can read them, but so no one actually posted any comments. Sorry, 26 live viewers. YouTube. Ask any question and I will answer. Owó ni kẹ́ fún mi ẹ̀yin pàdí mi. Send some money to my YouTube, please, to my account, because I'm trying to actually host a conversation with Nollywood actors and we need money for that. So okay, these are the banners. Okay, I understand this now. Okay, what we were discussing. All right. Okay, no question. Goodbye, guys. Good night. I hope you have a great evening. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you.